How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's TheSketchMonkey here. Now, we live in a very exciting time when it comes to car design because a lot of companies now are starting to evolve into electric drive, and that means a brand new package for designers and engineers to play around with, and that means brand new designs and completely different designs from what we're used to. And that's exactly what happened with Kia's latest model, which is their first 100% electric car. That is, of course, the Kia EV6. So in this video, I want to talk about this design, talk about the things I like from the front and the rear, and also redesign both the front and the rear, and then talk about the biggest issue that I have with this design and why that is, of course. So let's jump into Photoshop here. This is the EV6 from a front view. So the thing is, I really think it's a clean design. It's nothing wrong with the overall shape and the design of this car. It looks good. It's not. It doesn't look weird. It has this EV proportions, which means that the hood kind of dips very quickly. You have the same kind of dip on a Tesla Model 3, for example, and the overhangs front and rear are very short. It creates a little bit of a different proportions than we're used to seeing in regular ICE cars. But the main problem that I have with the Kia here is the lack of identity for Kia. Kia has been building this front end with the tiger nose since 13 years back with Peter Schreier when he implemented that tiger nose identity in the front of Kia. And that has since been a very strong brand identity graphic features for Kia. For example, I just want to bring up a couple of recent designs from Kia that I really like. I think Kia is really just starting to find their identity, and that's why I think it's such a shame that if they go into EVs, they're starting to lose that identity completely. This is the K5. I think it's a cool looking design. It's very Korean and very Asian with a lot of styling going on. You can see the cool LEDs in the front here, but you still have the tiger nose design right here. It goes on both the top and the bottom have these creases in it, and then you have the hood creases that connects to these parts right here of the hood, something I want to add on the EV6. And on top of that, another thing that Kia has going for it right now are these chrome parts on the C-pillar. So all of the models seem to have some sort of silver trim pieces on the C-pillar. Something I also want to add to the rear view of the redesign that we're going to do. So same thing with the Carnival here. I think this is probably the best minivan out there. They don't want to call it a minivan. I know they want to call it something else, but it is a minivan, and it still has a massive tiger nose grille here, just like they have on the K5 as well, which I just showed you. And in the rear, we have this silver piece in the C-pillar. So you can see that these are kind of graphic features that you will eventually identify or recognize as Kia. Same goes for the new Sorento. I just saw this out on the streets the other day. Thought it looks fantastic. It's such a tight looking design, and these rear lights here are very interesting. It's a very interesting solution for the rear lights. It's something new that I haven't seen before. It's like you have one stylized piece, which is the outer piece of this assembly right here, and then you just have a light rectangle sitting next to it. It looks really nice in real life, and you can see here as well we have the silver treatment of the C-pillar here. We have some sort of play around with some styling of some silver parts in the rear end, and in the front, of course, we have the tiger nose grille right here as well, just like on the Carnival and the K5 that I just showed you. And these are the two features that I want to add to the EV6 to make it more recognizable as a Kia. As you can see right here, it's completely lacking any sort of graphic identifier for Kia here in the front. All we have is just a plain simple bar, or whatever you want to call that goes between the headlights, and that's it. There is no definition to the grille, even though it's not a grille on an EV, but the graphics for the grille that would suggest that this is a Kia. And to me, that's a bit of a shame, because I really like the tiger nose design. So that's one thing I'm gonna redesign on this car, is just add the tiger nose feature onto this design right here. This is a huge trend that we're seeing right now with EVs. They try to simplify the shape and the design. It's like we've been past this over-styling phase in the car design industry, and now we have cars such as the Ioniq 5, we have the Prophecy concept both from Hyundai, and the thing with these are that they are sub-brands from Hyundai, which means that they can add a different vibe or a different identity to the cars, but this is still called a Kia EV6. So to me, I want to add the Kia identity to this car. And also we have cars such as the Honda E, which is also a very stripped down design, focusing on proportions and graphic identity of the brands. So this is like stripping down everything that is a Kia. You're stripping away the lines and the styling of what is a Kia, and on top of that, you're stripping away the identity, which is the grille. So that's the problem that I have with this car. And looking at it from a rear view, it's an interesting design. I really like where we're going now with designs and in general with EVs, because it gives a lot of new opportunities for some funky designs and packages. I like this design. It does look a bit sad, but to me that's not a big deal. Not every car needs to look aggressive or happy or whatever. Some cars need to have some sort of mystic vibe to it. And I think this adds to that category, that it looks a bit sad, a little bit, I don't want to call it saggy, but there is something different about this rear end that we usually don't see in car designs. But a few things I don't like here is, I don't think this is necessary. I do see that it is a part of the line flow. As you can see right here, it goes from this and then straight up into the light here and then continues here, which is cool, it's cool. But I don't think that this bridge between these two elements, you have the lights here and then you have this part right here. I don't think we need this bridge here. I'm gonna delete that and see how that looks. One thing I'm not a huge fan of when it comes to the new EVs is that they all seem to want to both be a little bit off-roady and a little bit coupe-ish in their design. And the same thing goes for this EV6 here. You can see that we have a very sloping rear end, almost like a Model Y style right here. Same with the C40 Recharge Volvo that I just made a video on my second channel. So that's another thing I want to redesign here. I want to make it into a proper, almost like a hatchback or a wagon, whatever you want to call it these days. So stretch out this point right here, stretch it further this way. And I think that is going to play along better with this part right here. You can see that this sticks out here. It goes almost like this. So I want to have something that kind of builds up at the top as well and connects with that light bar and the surfacing and the treatment of the area where the light bar sits in. I think it's going to mirror that better if we have more of a hatchback or wagon design. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to jump in here to Photoshop. Just gonna let it roll. You can watch the redesigns of the front and back if you want to. So let's talk about some of the spec and tech here of the new Kia EV6. It's their first dedicated EV of Kia, and it's built on the same platform as the Hyundai Ioniq 5, which I've made a video on my second channel called Bambly, which I'm gonna link down in the description. Kia says that it plans to build 11 new electric vehicles by 2026, and this EV6 is the first one in line to go into production. It will most likely have the same power options as the Ioniq 5, meaning either a single motor with 215 horsepower or a dual motor option putting out 302 horsepower. Now, there has not been any information about the price yet, but it's speculated to start around $45,000 when it goes on sale this fall. And regarding the range, it's kind of similar to the Ioniq 5, and it's expected to land somewhere between 258 miles to 290 miles on a single charge. But this is usually, it tends to be with electric vehicles, very optimistic, so take that number with a grain of salt. So I've been talking about this before, and that is that with EVs, the styling is toned down usually when car companies start making EVs, but I think it was toned down just a little too much here with the EV6, and it lost the identity of what it really is, which is a Kia. It's not a sub-brand of Kia. That means that I want to have some resemblance to the other models. It doesn't matter if it's that's 100% electric. We still need to keep the brand identity intact, because otherwise how are people going to recognize this as a Kia? I think it's a marketing mistake to kind of polish it too much, polish away the entire identity of the car. You can do that with the styling features on the car. For example, all these creases and lines that we see in recent cars, the recent 5 years, which I call overstyling, that can be completely wiped out. I don't care about that, but we still need to keep the graphic identity of what brand it is, specifically if you're just coming out with your first electric car, which is the EV6 here. So we need to have the Kia face representing that first electric car, and that's what I'm doing in the front redesign right here. Now, talking about the rear redesign, when I first saw this car, I thought the C-pillar had a very interesting treatment to the design of the C-pillar. It instantly reminded me of the XC40, a bit more smoother, more softer radiuses all over the C-pillar here compared to the XC40. That is more of a product design than this. I think this is actually more of an emotional automotive design than, for example, the XC40, which feels more like a consumer electronics device. So I kind of like the rear end here, even though it sticks out a little bit too much for my taste, which I'm gonna try to balance out by adding this hatchback or wagon style rear end on this on the car right here. I think that's gonna level out the amount of body work that sticks out where the light strip here sits in the car. And on top of that, I want to add some more resemblance to the rest of the Kia lineup, and all of them at the moment have some sort of silver or metallic looking trim piece in the window. It's almost like a designer's signature on the Kia. They can do whatever they want with this little piece of silver trim that you can play around with and design almost however you like. It seems it doesn't seem to have any rules on how to be applied in each Kia model, because they're all different depending on what model you look at. So I want to add something like that on here as well, maybe like a silver wing that sticks out of the C-pillar or something like that. Just have fun with it and explore and see what we can come up with. And that is also going to make the C-pillar a lot thicker, but I think it's going to look pretty cool, even though it has a very thick C-pillar here. It kind of suits the EV overall feel, in my opinion, and it's going to make for a distinct design. Now, whether that will block your view and create a blind spot, that's possible, but with the EVs you have cameras all over. It's going to have radar and stuff in the rear, and you can see the sensors there in the bumper. So even though if that were to create a blind spot, you would still be protected by the technology and the safety features of the car. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching on the SketchMonkey. I hope to see you in the next one. Let me know what you think about the Kia EV6 down in the description. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on the car and the redesign, of course. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Take care.